Okay. Should have everything pretty much set. Today, we of course have tons of plans that involve stuff. Yeah, because I totally made plans for what I'm doing today. Absolutely. I'm gonna build out this area a bit more. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do the exterior. Gotta get the fields going. Along with the rest of the pathwork, but you know. Can only get so much done. Yeah, the thing is, I need tons of emeralds. So, I need more pumpkins for that. A lot more pumpkins. Oops. That one wasn't quite fully grown. Start the harvest there. 43 and 37. It's a good amount. Definitely not enough, but a good amount. Let me grab dirt. Because I want to fix up the fields. Starting to run out of dirt. I still have grass, so I can use that too. But you know it's bad when you're out of dirt. That actually just means you're terraforming a lot. Okay, got a little bit further there. I do want to start working on the other paths as well. I need my shovel. Why would I just assume I have my shovel with me? It's almost like I always have it with me. Anyway. There it is. I do want to head off this way, but I gotta figure out where I want the path to end up. Potentially down through here. Maybe not though. It looks like they have. I feel like through here would make the most sense. Yeah, right through this ditch right here. I don't want to encroach too much on their village, because I'm sure they have their scheme going on, but pathwork could burn. Yeah, I may get enough stone to fill in the hole. Yeah, I somehow doubted that. There we go. That out of the way. There was no lava there. We'll have to use this cloistered somewhere. I'm just not quite sure where. Okay. That should be good for pathing there. Now this path, I want to go out this way, but how? That is the question. And we set out in search of spots. This is a very long distance to this base. Yep. That is quite far. I think I might take this path up higher, kind of towards the mountainish. Just because that's, I'm not gonna say simpler, but I kind of want to wet like a webbing path. I think I'm gonna at least start ending up the hill-ish. Obviously, we're not going to get a straight line. That wouldn't be good. Probably shouldn't have grabbed all my grass if I were going to be coming out and placing them. Not the wisest decision, but a decision nonetheless. I don't want to avoid the fire pit, but might as well figure off. And we run back to base. Because it's sleep time. I really need to get rid of these trees, but hold on. How do I want to? Probably be wise to come in right around here. Yeah. So I'm going to left side of that pillar. It goes all the way through there. Now in terms of actually webbing this out, I'm thinking we get a nice path from there over. Pretty much I'm just trying to section this whole area off. Chicken. How in the world did I miss it? Dang. Feels bad. So the idea is here to over here. Realized I did just place all that dirt down once. Am I on track? Yes. We go to the other side and build the other way. That will be easier. Farming and I want to kind of meet up right here-ish, actually. Start place. Yeah. Okay. There's that area. Oh, villagers in the field. They all suddenly notice you. What do you do? Trying to decide if that's too big for a field. I don't think it is. right? I don't know, I could subdivide it once more. I don't know. It's a tough decision, it is. You actually get eyes in the air instead of just wandering around looking at it on the ground. Maybe one no, not with a path like that. Maybe I'll do smaller paths later, but with the bigger path, definitely not. Alright, so we have that. Now I kind of want to take a path down the valley towards the river. And then have an area down here. And then probably keep this path going this way. Trying to think if I want to take it out and around or not. I'm not sure. It's a very, very good question that I'm asking myself. Do I want this little lake here? Honestly, probably not. Yeah. Obviously, one path going up that way, and one path going this way. Let me just do this path right now, actually. I'd rather start at the top of the highway. Okay, there's that. And in terms of over here, like one to run up the coast. One to run up this way. Second, I thought I saw another thing I missed. Glad it wasn't. Mhm. I'm pretty full on blocks. Oof. Almost missed that. Yeah. we can at least pick up blocks. Video inventory is going to be the problem. A little faster than I was hoping. What I should be doing is sticking this into a shulker boxes. Kind of don't want to get distracted. I will take the mini shulkers. Oh. First of the bunch. That's because the other one was green. It's doing alright, not the greatest, not the worst. idea where they came from. I can't say I really know what a bat spawn condition is, so yeah, I don't know why they're there. Let me just grab a chunk loader, throw it back there, and say I'm good to go. Right? Okay, so right now I have 3 partitions. I'm gonna go through that area and fix up that whole area, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's an understandable miss. I don't know what I'm going to do with this ravine. It's gonna be something. I'll tell you that. guess let's start story. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. What the heck? Nothing too enticing. some point. I don't know why there's a couple random. Oh, stop explaining. That was too fast. gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab something. I got a teensy bit sidetracked. I found a really good comic that I was enjoying. I will have to save that for later. Alright, back to the game. Sleep first. Phone set up to the side, whatever. Anyway. I stepped away to get some ice cream. Got some nice, I don't want to let it spill, but I had some vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and a little bit of cinnamon to top it off. And now I let it melt a little bit, because I like my ice cream a little bit melted. Oh, it's just better that way. I love it when it's like, I want to say smoothie consistency. Like, not even milkshake consistency, because that's different. I like it smoothie consistency. And that sounds really weird, especially for ice cream. I don't know. I don't know how else I would describe it. But it's only in that state for like 5-ish minutes, maybe 10. And then it's just liquid. Pretty much milk at that point. But anyway. Yeah. Just barely missed that. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Not sure what to do with it. Okay, that is that layer. On to the next one. Run through here real quick. Oh, hi, spider. For a second I thought I saw him. I really have to figure out what I'm doing with the caves. How did I do this? I have no idea. I'm almost done with this quadrant though. At least with the regrading. And I didn't do over here. Oh. Interesting. That is most definitely not going to be enough inventory space, but hey. We live and we learn, right? Because yeah, I can't pick up stone right now. Hey, kitchen nerd. I know. I know who. Oh, that's meta. As soon as I saw your profile picture, I'm like, yep, I know who that is. It's like, I knew you. I just did not recognize that name. It's been a while since you stopped by. How's it been? Living the good life? Yeah, I mean, hey. As long as I know what they all reference back to, I'm good. Working on yourself as in, like, mental health or, like, bodybuilding? Or both, I mean. Good to hear you've been grinding, though. Gotta get that higher education in, you know? Really opens up a lot of possibilities in this world. I wish we weren't locked behind those doors, but, I mean, hey. I live with what I got. Yeah, it definitely can help out with that. I didn't realize I can make those path blocks too. Um, yeah, I've had a couple friends that have started down that kind of path because they need to really um, get better. Well, and certainly good luck to you. Yeah, I'm still in a wide variety of things. I mean, I've been maintaining my stream schedule, really trying to get things going, but things have been slow. Um, it's definitely a lot, but hey, it'll pay off if I keep doing it for long enough. At least that's what I keep telling myself. I know they always say don't put all your eggs in one basket, which I don't, but I definitely have a majority of my eggs in this basket. Really been dedicating a lot of time to streaming. Outside of that, I've been, you know, working full time, maintaining a couple hobbies, because you always got to keep your mental state in check. But work's making that kind of hard. So. Yeah, it definitely is. But when you've been on the grind for, you know, almost a year and you haven't gotten much return on investment at all, you start thinking about a lot of things. So, but I definitely want to make this work, so I'm gonna keep trying. I was telling myself, like, fall of last year, my 2-year plan is to be streaming full-time. And I am going to try my best to stay on track with that. Um, but yeah, outside of all that, I've been doing alright. I think that is that whole quadrant. Nope, have this little area. Because this ravine isn't the end. I'm actually live on YouTube right now. I multi-stream, so I'm on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I also post all my shorts to YouTube, as well as TikTok, Instagram, and X or Twitter, whichever you want to call it. So, definitely doing a lot in that department. And I've been trying to maintain an upload schedule of 1 to 2 clips a day on all platforms. Unfortunately, nothing's stuck yet, but hey. You try long enough, one thing will catch. And you follow the wave and build on that success. But yeah, the biggest thing I'm trying to work on this year is my consistency. So really sticking to my stream schedule. Obviously outside of just things I literally cannot control. And maintaining a good upload schedule. But anyway. For now, we press on. Build up a Minecraft base. Oh, I work in a warehouse pretty much. At this point, I don't know what my title is because I thought for the longest time it was warehouse technician, but I checked the other day and it's just warehouse worker full-time. So, but I'm essentially a supervisor. But really, since I'm not actually a supervisor, I don't have any power over others. Technically. But, I don't know. I've talked with my boss about moving up. I feel like I keep hearing villagers. I don't know why. I don't see any on my map. I don't see any around me. But yeah, it's a busy time of year for us. So there's not a whole heck of a lot of time to be having conversations. They are not that bad. I much prefer the work over service any day of the week. I would not want to go back to service industry. I mean, it had its perks, but especially with my service job, because I worked at a McDonald's. But I did the overnight shift, and as an overnight shift, we got, I don't want to say benefits, because it really wasn't, but it's like, I had a very consistent schedule. Um, Literally, when I started working there, they told me I'm working these days, and my schedule never changed after that day. Um, and it's like, I didn't see much of the day shifts, so I didn't have to cover people's shifts. So I had a pretty comfortable spot. Oh, yeah, yeah. Wait for the ads to finish up. I didn't realize those were running. Well, I know I'm running ads, but like, I didn't realize they were actively being played. You back? Question mark, question mark. Cool. Alright. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. Yeah, thank you for the penny, by the way. Yeah. Penny for your thoughts, you know? Um, what was I saying? I don't remember. I do not remember. Do you remember? Ah, yeah. It was like I had a really nice service job, and because again, I had a very consistent schedule. I loved working nights. A lot of people hate it. I loved it. That was like the position I desired practically. Because I told them during the interview, it's like, oh yeah, I'm willing to work nights, and like that was it. I was hired. Because not a lot of people want to work nights, but no, I was willing to work nights. I had one evening shift, three night shifts. Loved it. Loved some of the coworkers that I had at night shift. Uh, those are some of the better coworkers because, you know, you either get along with them and you enjoy your shift a lot. Because on the overnight, you're only working, you know, three-ish, four people. Uh, so you get to know your coworkers. But, yeah, there was only one coworker I hated, and that's because they did no work. And the managers just didn't punish them for some reason. I don't know. But no, it got to be too much. Even doing that was like, the pay was not worth it. So I moved on pretty quickly from that. Also, it's a dead-end industry. I mean, it doesn't give you any level of experience. And I had no hope of being a manager for years, so there was no hope with leadership. So I moved on. And I've been at my current company for about 2 years now. Literally in 2 weeks I'll be at the 2 year mark. So it's a lot, but it feels like the company doesn't care about me. And the company just had its 7-year anniversary, so we're a relatively small but extremely lucrative and profitable company. But with the way I've been treated legally and all that, just really puts a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to not be afraid of saying goodbye. It's like, I love my manager, one of my coworkers. I didn't really want to leave him. But I eventually decided, hey, I need to be somewhere better, and something came down the road, and it was like, because I've gotten all my jobs through connections, which I realize is like kind of, well, except my McDonald's job, I didn't get that through connections, but every job after that has been connections. So it was essentially my dad's cousin came to my dad and was like, hey, I have positions at my company. He's a high-level manager in it, but it was a small company again. It was, hey, we need just a shop guy, you know, clean up after the cabinet makers, all that, you know, just general help around the shop. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'd be down. I'd love to do that. So me and my brother interviewed. My brother ended up getting that position, but he got moved pretty quickly onto night shift with the CNC machine. And so they needed another shop guy, like, less than a month later. So I was still the guy, I was still interested. I got the position pretty much immediately. Didn't have to apply, didn't have to interview. It was just a, are you interested? Alright, job is yours. Because, again, this is a zero work experience job that we're talking. So I started out there, worked there for a little bit. Their main CNC mechanic was leaving, essentially. And I was the next guy in line, because everybody else was highly skilled, or my brother working the night shift. And they decided to get me in to do that position. And so I worked as the CNC mechanic for that company for about a year. Then that company pretty much went under. I say pretty much, it did. I got out of there like a month before they went under. That's when my next job came along, that I know the owner of this company. And he was like, hey, we might have a position that works for you. And this is like a 50-person company, so I don't interact with him much at all. Which, I'm glad I don't. He's very different than how he presents himself. But, yeah, I've been there for 2 years now. And, I'm hoping within the next year or so, I get to be here full-time. But again, that is highly dependent on if the algorithm is going to grant me mercy or not. Alright, I finished up this quadrant. That looks so much better. I am gonna go work on this one next. Yeah. But yeah. Lots going down, lots taking place. A lot of things going on in my life. And hardly any time left to enjoy the day. But hey. If I want to live the life I want, sacrifices need to be made. Anyway. I feel like I kind of went down a rabbit hole there. You know, gave my entire CV and, yeah, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a bed because it's getting annoying going back and sleeping and coming back. It's wasting like a minute of my time every lap. Don't make too many unneeded sacrifices. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. And I'm definitely trying to rebalance my life. I'm trying to drop some things, add some more things on. But it's definitely a seesaw. It's very interesting to see which way things are going to lean in the end. But yeah, I totally understand that. I was really getting burnt out with work last year, and I'm already starting to see signs already this year. Are you and Octo still together? Sorry, I haven't been caught up on current events. Wow, nice. I'm glad you two are still going strong. I was grabbing a bed. Don't want to forget that. Yeah, I gotta find somebody myself, but the struggle's real. Do I not have a bed? I definitely should have a travel bed. I'm fairly organized. I guess I don't have a travel bed. That's weird. Maybe I left it behind when I last used it. I think I might have. Actually, I don't want to take this bed. Let me get a travel bed. Yeah, it's definitely a journey. Life is just a bunch of twisting and winding roads. And eventually, one day, you may find a path that works for you. But even when people do find a path, they traverse it and sometimes they switch. Yeah, I'm not sure how you guys met. I just know y'all have known each other for quite a while. Yeah. Um, but yeah. You can if you want. I don't know, I feel like I've been so out of touch with how my friends have been doing. It's like I met up with somebody, uh, like just this past week, or I guess 2 weeks at this point. I met up with somebody, and it's like I haven't spoken to them since high school, and it's like so many things had happened in their life, and it's like I don't even understand how all of that happened in the time that I didn't speak to them. And we weren't super close in high school, so we didn't talk much at all. But it was just really surprising. Also, if you don't want to send a TLDR in Twitch chat, you can always DM me that. I don't know how open you are about that information. Okay. Interesting. And you're now no longer that 1.2 GPA kid, right? That cinnamon is so good. Sorry. My ice cream is amazing. Even though now it's more like ice milk, but hey, it is amazing nonetheless. Yeah, that's definitely like that. Yeah, I mean, I just recently found out why I don't do good in schools and why I was never great in school. So that was definitely it was a surprise to me why, the reason why, but it makes sense now that I know. It was just, yeah, I don't know. So I have, I've officially been diagnosed with autism. Um, I almost never have presented that way in my life. Like, I didn't even know it. Um, but yeah, like late last year, I was diagnosed. And it's like, it makes so much sense. Because essentially, the way they diagnose it is they give you a super in-depth in-depth IQ test. And they test essentially how your brain works. And it was interesting to see how I operate and function. And it definitely explained why I was bad at school. Especially when you don't know and nobody around you knows. Like, I have told people that I have known for pretty much a decade at this point, and they're like, yeah, I don't see it. But yeah, that has been affecting my mental health for like the past 3-4 years when I started questioning things. So yeah, a lot's happened to me as well. Even people I talk to on a daily basis don't know the half of it. And not all of it I am going to talk about in Twitch chat. You're actually very lucky, Meta. You're one of the few who know now. I have not told many people that. You just asked the right questions and led the conversation just the right way. Really been making me question who I consider friend and who I don't. Definitely making good progress today. Got a solid plan in place and I'm carrying it out. I mean, it's more the fact that I am a very honest person by nature, and if you ask the right questions, and it has to be the right questions, like, if somebody asks me, are you okay? I'm gonna give a generic answer, like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, how's your day going? Good, fine. It is what it is, you know, stuff like that. But if somebody hunkers down and asks the right questions in the right order, I'm an open book. It's like, I don't mind telling that kind of information to those people because, and the main reason why I don't mind is because at a certain level, if somebody is able to ask those questions of me and is comfortable with the responses that I'm giving, it shows that they not only care about me as an individual, but they also care about, like, what's going on in my life. And they care about seeing me in a better state than I currently am. You know, because whenever somebody asks how my day's going, my answer's always going to be fine. I'm never going to elaborate further than that. I mean, I have one guy at work who, you know, he asks how my day's going. I'll say fine. Or, you know, if I'm watching a video or busy or something, I'll give him a thumbs up. And sometimes they'll stop and say, like, just one thumbs up, not two? Alright. I guess it's better than none. Or something along those lines. And it's like, yeah. But it's like, he never asks anything deeper than that. And that's just the way it is going to be with most people. I mean, unless you are in a friendship or in a deeper relationship with somebody, they're not going to ask those kinds of questions. So, yeah, it's definitely just, it is trust, but at the same time, it's knowing human psychology, and just how people work. I can't believe we're out of grass. Wait, hold on. I don't have any more grass. I need to go get more. I'm trying to think if there's a plains biome nearby. Ah, I should go over the mountain. Especially with distant horizons too. Man, you're becoming an isolationist. Yeah, that being alone, that's a tough one. That is always going to be a tough one to solve. Humans are built to be social creatures. That's just DNA. And yeah, sometimes it's hard getting out there. But hey, you are in a good position because you're in a relationship. You have that support structure there. So you already have a good start. So yeah, I definitely struggle with some of that as well. But part of that is just lack of time. Yeah. Lack of time as well as lack of empathy. That just... Lack of empathy is fun to live with. Yes. Well... So if you want to fully prevent villager pathing, what you need is below here, if you have a double layered carpet, that will prevent villager pathing. Which I didn't, because I didn't have the carpet at the time or whatever, but just one carpet won't allow they can't fit through that gap. Their hitbox is too large. So if you see here, they go all the way to the block there. So even that little 1 pixel block, they can't get over. So yeah, it doesn't prevent their pathing. They just naturally can't surmount that obstacle. Oh. I'll put up this white terracotta in a shulker box. Put these away, and then I'm going to take these 2 shulkers, maybe a couple more, and get some dirt. I don't even know if there's any bases over the mountain. Let's see when we go. This mountain is much further away than it appears, though. It'll take a second to get over there. Ooh, I wonder if I can go through the mountain. Sorry, I saw this cave. I have to try now. Gosh, I love this view. I'm sorry, what? That's crazy. Eh. Can't believe I came across one of these. I doubt there is a thing down here. Ancient city. But you never know with these things. Yeah, Sneak 100. It's been an achievement for a little bit, actually. Because if I walk around, these things get set off. And they send out, essentially, signals. So, they make a noise. Now, if there is a shrieker within range of that sensor, essentially, if it can reach a shrieker, it'll set off a essentially screen, and that is a shrieker right there. I got careless. If I set that off 2 more times, a warden will spawn and probably kill me. Because I cannot kill a warden with my current gear. So I'm gonna leave. So I'm all the way over here. Dang, I'm actually like past the mountain. Anyway, I really do not like this biome in the slightest. Oh my gosh. It is all throughout this cave. See, there's another shrieker. There's quite a few in here. There's one right there, too. Oh my gosh, I have to take a picture of this. Just the duality right here. That's really cool. And the thing is, these also change signals. So if I dig this up, without putting any wool blocks here, these will jump all the way up to that one and set that one off. I do not like these biomes at all. And they spawn pretty much randomly. Now these biomes are really nice. I love the lush caves. Wonderful update here, if you ask me. But it seems like I have found myself in a very precarious situation. Because there's a couple shriekers in here. Alright, see you in a minute, Bedna. There's a couple shriekers in here, and I don't want to set any of them up. That skeleton is not a good sign. I should not have come down this cave. Should have just gone over the mountain. That's a shrieker. Alright. I'm out of the danger zone. Oh my gosh. That? Oh my god. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I should explore this cave system a bit more one day. But for now, let's get out of here and over the mountain. And there we go. Oh my gosh, breathtaking. Absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. I love this game. I don't know what else to say to that. I'm really curious what's off in the distance over there. Welcome back, Meta. I just got done with saying I love this game. Just these breathtaking views. Couldn't really tell you which would be better. I don't personally like zombies too much. Um, are these just like mountains? I'm traveling over thousands of blocks. It might just be a mountain. Oh, Pillager Outpost. Okay, that is most definitely not just a mountain. Is that netherite? No, it's diamond. With cursive binding, of course. Uh, yeah, I only ever played, what Black Ops out is it right now? I think Black Ops 6. I don't know. I played it a couple times. It got boring, uh, for me. So, I don't play it anymore, but, you know, I play Black Ops 6 every now and then. Although I will say, there are way too many hackers in the game now for it to be, like, fun on many levels. It's sad, really. But the game's not doing anything about it, so... I was doing, I guess, round gameplay. I didn't know there was a difference. I mean, I've never played zombies before. It just really wasn't my game. I mean, so I play Call of Duty to be sociable. Um, it's like, I don't grind it to be good. I don't play it in my free time. Because the random people you get aren't really super sociable in that game. Oh my gosh, I am in a valley with a mountain so far off. Sorry. Uh, yeah, I play that game to be sociable, and it's just the randoms you get, they're toxic, and you know, they're there to win, and I get that. They have something they want to do, and that's all they're gonna do. Cool. That's just not me. So I play it to play with friends. Um, and I like when I'm playing it with friends, I like the idea of you can redeem yourself. Um, that's why I love golf. Um, that's like the main sport I play, and it's, you know, every hole is essentially a reset. Uh, you don't have to worry about the previous one. It's just, you can take your time, you can relax, you can have fun. Yeah, I love golf. I played it all through high school. I still play it every now and then. Um, but no, Call of Duty, I play to be with friends. Um, now Valorant, I'll play in my free time every now and then. Um, because the community in that game is so much better than Call of Duty. Like, I can have just random chats in VCs, and everybody's having a good time. Even if we're losing, we're having a great time. You know, that's just the difference between Valorant and Call of Duty. But that's also a reason why I never play ranked. Um, so it's like, I briefly touched ranked Call of Duty in Modern Warfare 3, but I didn't stick with it. It was very much, oh, my friend really wanted me to play, so I played it a couple times with him. And that's what he likes doing, you know, he plays Call of Duty to be good with it. It's the only game he plays. And that's the main reason why I play Call of Duty, specifically. If I didn't have that friend, I would probably be maining on Valorant. Just because the community is so much better. But no, shooters aren't really my thing in general. I haven't tried Marvel Rivals. I don't have a lot of time for a new game. I mean, how is it? How's the community? I understand it's kinda like Overwatch in the way it works. But like, it has the community of the game. Set a waypoint in this field. Some dirt. There we go. That way I know this is my dirt field. Yeah, I mean, my only concern with getting involved in Marvel Rivals is so just in general, I am like I feel like I'm pretty decent at almost any game I pick up. And I know for a fact with the friends I have, they would push me to comp. And it's like some of those people, mainly blue, can get like absolutely tilted over the smallest things. And I just don't enjoy the game at that stage. I don't know. Yeah, the issue is with a lot of the games I really enjoy playing, they're very much solo play games. It's hard for those games to be multiplayer. Because it's like Factorio. It can technically be a multiplayer game. And it's like... But I've already put, I want to say 200 hours in it. Yeah, I just passed the 200 hour mark this past weekend. And I got that game like in August. And I put 200 hours on it already. Which is a pretty decent amount considering how often I play it. And I really am enjoying that game. But it's very much a solo experience. That's one of those games that's hard to play with others. But it is what it is, and I deal with it. But yeah, and even Marvel Rivals, like, if I think back to my Overwatch days, I never really played it by myself. It was always with people, um, you know, with friends, whatever. And it's like, I enjoyed that game, I did. But, with the variety I stream now, I would really only have time to play it, like, once a week. And it's like, because before when I was playing it, it was just, oh yeah, I'll stream when I can stream and play the game whenever. But now, you know, I'm sticking to a schedule, and I'm really crunching time, essentially filling out my schedule as much as I can, trying not to overbook myself as much as I can. But, and if I just add more games to that, it's gonna get hectic. So I have to be very selective. I don't think I'm ever gonna take Minecraft off of there, because I really want this to do well. I really want to play Minecraft a lot, because I've enjoyed this game for many, many years. And I think I'll continue enjoying it for many more. Um, as long as I can find my community. Then I will be good wherever that ends up. Also, again, thank you for stopping by, Meta. It's been really nice having somebody to talk to during stream. It was really, really slow for like the first 2 hours of stream. I was actually considering just ending early for the night. But then you showed up, got me chatting, so here we are. Kept me working too. I made a lot of progress today. I'm actually very happy about everything I've gotten done today. Well, I'm glad you found your way here. Coincidence or not. It's always nice to catch up with an old friend. Massive field. I'm gonna have to stop pretty soon. My shovel's getting close. Inventory. That was a weird noise. I think it was in the music, but... Alright. I think that will about do it for me. Obviously I'm gonna fly back to base, but... Oh, 2 villages relatively close by. I will say, I don't know who loaded all these chunks, but I'm glad they did. Because, wow. The view as I went over the mountains was just amazing. Oh, this is one of the new forests. Nice. One of the new biomes. Of course they are. I don't really care how they're counted. Hey, as long as they push my videos, I could care less. And obviously, because I'm not at the point of monetization yet. I'm nowhere near that point. So I'm not yet at the stage that I need to really care how they're counted. Soon. It will be soon. Not really. But I need to change my distant horizon signs. Okay. How are they counted now? Because I feel like that makes sense. Interesting. That's really going to affect a lot of numbers. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Because now everybody's going to see a higher view count. But it won't... It's not going to be a better like ratio. It's going to be a much worse like ratio. Yeah. Well, that'll be interesting to see. I'd love to see how that reflects in my stats. Anyway, I'm gonna end the ending of stream. Um, I have to go to bed because I have work. Um, so I definitely had a good time. Glad you stopped by, Meta. Had a great time catching up. But yeah, I'm out of time for today, so unfortunately I won't be able to continue. I will be back again on Wednesday. That's going to be my Call of Duty night. But, yeah. I hope to see you around. Hope you stop by. Feel free to DM me anytime. But, yeah, I'm going to be ending off for the night there. So, I hope you enjoyed. And to anybody else watching, I hope you all enjoyed as well. And as I just said, I will be back on Wednesday with Call of Duty around the same time as this stream. So yeah, I hope to see you all there. Bye.